Hello everyone, I'm Squall. This is StarCraft 2 featuring Liquid Hero because he's pretty awesome and I enjoy him a lot. I like Team Liquid in general too because what would we do without Liquid Media, man? Now, Hero is playing against a Korean player again. I ran the name through Google Translate and this is what came out. Myung Bulhejogen, something like that. I have no idea. So, I would probably just refer to him as the Zerg opponent, because what else am I going to do? So, yeah, last game we did see Hero go up against Insect, and Insect won. Insect was really good. I don't know who it is. I mean, maybe it's a pro player I actually do know, and his name is... Because, I mean, bear in mind, with something like Google Translate, it takes the more... it takes the most literal translation of the stuff I punch into it. But I assume with some of these players, their English name is like more... It's not a literal translation. Whatever. If any of you know who Insect is, please let me know. I would love to know who that was, because he played really well. So, yeah, both players opening pretty standard. Hero looks like he's gearing up for a Forge, Fast Expand. Looks like there was a pause. I assume that Korean text there means, are you ready to go, or something along those lines. And Hero was indeed ready, so they resumed. Zerg player is, of course, getting his spawning pool first, because he doesn't want to be pylon blocked, because he knows Hero's going to do that. I mean, what else is Hero going to do? Hero doing Forge first, so opting for the safer option rather than doing something crazy like Nexus first. Although I would say Nexus first isn't crazy. Ooh, looks like the Zerg player wants to go down here and take this base. But Hero, he's there, he's ready. Is he just going to drop another pylon? That would be the most annoying. Oh, you're not getting that base down, man. Oh, and Hero's going to kill the drone. Very nicely played by Hero. The Zerg player does now have an enormous bank. Because he wanted to expand, man. All he wanted was a hatchery for Christmas. And Hero said, nope. You're getting coal in the stocking, man. Oh, that probe is pretty awesome. So, Hero has his expansion on the way. And wow, gateway blocking, too. How annoying is that? And Hero's just going to go down here. And you know what? I think he's just going to throw down a pylon once he has the minerals. Because he's been blocking his opponent for so long. And he's just getting outrageously far ahead doing this. There goes the pylon. Oh, it's so annoying. The pylon here finally goes down, and there will be a hatchery on the way, but this is so delayed. And it looks like Hero did cancel the pylon there, but he's content. He did the damage he wanted to do. Very nicely played by Hero. So his expansion finishing up very soon. Looks like the Zerg player is going to cruise across the map, kill this probe, because vengeance must be had for the Overmind to be satiated. And then we'll just poke in a little bit, check out what's going on, see that it's all very standard from Hero at this point. Actually, he doesn't even need to. He's got Overlords there. He's got several Overlords, man. And it looks like he's might eventually move that Overlord over here, because that is high ground. If your Overlord is over that, it cannot be seen. And it's always cool to just see these random high ground locations that you can park Overlords on. I'd actually love to see the Zerg player put one above here. Because that's a really good spot for being able to see what sort of army your opponent has. Hero moving a probe out. I don't know if that's probably just for scouting. But might have been wanting to try to sneak a hidden forward pylon. But the Zerg player does pick up on it. And his third is on the way. Natural here finishing very shortly. And let's take a look at those work counts. Wow, Hero 6 probes ahead of his opponent's drone count. So Hero definitely taking an early lead economically. Very nicely done. So Hero does manage to get in there and see that that third is on the way. I'm pretty sure he can, even though he hasn't seen it, he can assume the natural is there. That would not be an unsafe assumption in the slightest. This Zealot cruising about like he's king of the world because 4 Zerglings can't kill a Zealot, apparently. Which makes sense. I mean, with good controls, a single Zealot can definitely kill off 4 Zerglings. I feel pretty safe in saying that. There we go. Oh. Very nicely done by the Zerg player. Pulling back. And I think 6 Zerglings can take out a Zealot, though. Hero's trying to micro it, but yeah, it's going to die before that Stalker gets there. But the Stalker will be able to pick off a bunch of Zerglings because those are slowlings. They aren't going to be able to do too much. So there is a Roach Horn on the way. So Zerg player going to move into some Roach play potentially, or that's just to remain safe in case Hero does some sort of 6 gateway all in or something crazy like that. Hero going for Void Ray play once again. We did see him do this in the last game to great effect. Although Insect was, of course, able to eventually come back and win the game. And Hero might bring that Stalker back. There's a Zealot now to help out. And a lot of those Zerglings are going to go down. But Hero still needs to run that Stalker. There's another Zealot on the way. And a Void Ray is... does he? Yep, the opposing player does see it. So he knows it's coming. Does he even have an Evo Chamber yet? Ooh, I don't think he does. So he's going to need to get more Queens. He starts building another one right away at the 3rd. And this time, though, there are no Phoenixes to help lift up. And, ooh, Hero with a bit of a micro blunder, moving that Void Ray forward, loses all of his shields and a bit of his health. A little bit unfortunate. But this time in this push, there aren't the 3 Phoenixes to help lift things up. Instead, Hero opted for getting another Void Ray. We'll be able to kill an Overlord with that, and then we'll probably... Oh, you know what? He's going to go and try to take out this Overlord, too, because... Or not. Okay. I have been known to be wrong on more than one occasion, and oh wow, this Void Ray is going to be able to deal a lot of damage to those roaches. Unless... Okay, here we go. Oh, man. I'm not sure what's going on today, but there's something going on. Yeah. Anyways, Hero does pick off a single roach. And now he's just going to cruise around to the side. Might try poking away here a little bit. There is a Spore Caller there now. They'll be able to help defend. Is the one at the natural? No, there is not. But this kind of makes sense. A Void Ray would have to kind of come from like here and go across over here to get in there. And that's pretty exposed. You always want to be able to swing in from a, open space. Or move in with an army. So not having a Spore Caller there actually makes a lot of sense. But now he's making one, so whatever. Completely disregard everything I just said. Hero going to be able to get another Overlord. Losing a bit of shield on those Void Rays, but no big deal. And these Phoenixes do pick off that Overlord, so it looks like Hero did get some Phoenixes out. And, oh, picking off some drones. Spore Caller is rerouting. He does get up. Oh, might deal a bit of hull damage to that Void Ray. Yeah, Hero staying in there a little bit too long. And 3 Phoenixes out now. Looks like he's going to continue adding on Phoenixes, so going a little bit more Stargate heavy than we saw in the last game. Hero has also added on 3 more gateways, so he's up to 4 gates now. And he is establishing his 3rd. So Phoenixes, looks like they're just going to scout around. Oh, might be able to pick off some roaches. That'd be pretty fantastic. Yep, there we go. We do get that. Hopefully he micros that Stalker back. No, he does not. How very sad. And there's also these Void Rays coming forward to help out. So Hero getting a bunch of free kills. Has killed more in resources than he has. And the reason it's 3-7 is because of all the buildings you cancel. Whenever you cancel a building, it goes into the Units Lost tab. So that is why that is the case. And, ooh, Zerg player looks like he's producing out a big round of roaches. 10 roaches. He is getting Tunneling Claws. Ooh, how very fancy. So it looks like we might see a big push from him soon, and he definitely has significantly more army. Wow, almost doubling the army supply of his opponent. So Hero hopefully will pull his Stargate units back before this hits, because he's going to need those Void Rays to help kill off all that stuff. Looks like he does have an observer. Okay, so he's pushing back the creep spread just a little bit. But Hero doesn't need to be worrying about creep spread right now. He needs to be worrying about this huge... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. This huge army right here. I hope those hiccups don't continue. If that continues, that will be the worst thing ever. Oh, man. Zerg player does break down those rocks. That way, more force fields are needed to wall it off. Roach movement speed is done. But the Stargate units do arrive, and they're starting to pick up roaches and kill them off. It looks like the Zerg player is going for some good force fields, but he can tunnel and move under, and he does so. Continuing to do a lot of damage, but I think Hero might have just a little bit too much for him. Those Void Rays are doing so much work. Phoenixes immobilizing and neutralizing a lot of the roaches. And the Zerg player just throwing in a whole bunch of stuff and not killing too much. He did thin out Hero's ground army by a little bit, but not a lot, and Hero still has 4 sentries out. But there's another wave coming. This player turning on the aggression, pushing in on here. There are 3 cannons there to help defend. It will buy time for Hero to reposition, and Hero moving his Void Rage out there. I'm not sure why he's doing that. I feel like he needs to pull back and defend this. And oh no, a Colossi gets caught out in the middle, but Hero does manage to get it up to the high ground before it dies. It does take a lot of armor damage, and this base under siege just a little bit, but Hero does arrive, and he will be able to repel that. Single force field goes down, doesn't really do too much, but we got a Zergling run by coming in on Hero. Hero has thrown down a pylon to keep it out, and oh, you're going to lose Colossal. 10 HP. That was 3 hits from dying, people. That would have been bad. These roaches are going to pick off a bunch of stalkers and some sentries. Hero looks like he's struggling with his aggression a little bit. And, oh man, he really needs to babysit that Colossi. That thing's nearly died multiple times. It does have a range done now, so it is reasonably safe. And, wow, these Void Rages continue to kill things. 13 kills apiece. Wow. These Void Rages have definitely paid for themselves. But, the problem is, then getting to that Stargate tech, Hero, well, he just doesn't have as much on the ground. And the Zerg player is going to push in here. He's going to focus down that Forge and then run away. But here we go, pushing forward. Force fields go down, but the Zerg player gets in before they can finish. The Colossi running for their lives. And finally, the neglected Colossi does die. But the Zerg player did lose a lot of his roaches doing that. And Hero is now starting to repel this. These Void Rays continuing to do work. And looks like the Zerg player might need to pull back. At the very least, he needs to regroup. And wow, he has not been trading efficiently at all. Look at those numbers. Losing nearly double the supply of his opponent. But getting a surround on all those stalkers. Those roaches, they want Colossi blood, even though Colossi are mechanical. And they are continuing to thin out Hero's ground army, but all these air units are just absolutely shredding the roaches. And there's not really anything they can do. We do have Zerg flyer attacks on the way. And it looks like we've got an Overseer. Huh. Guess he wants to clear out observers. But, and there we go. 8 Mutalisks. So, Zerg player just keeping all that pressure on, taking a 4th, eventually, behind it. And now getting a whole bunch of Mutalisks and Zerglings. So going to be kind of that old school-ish Mutaling build for the time being. But also adding on a Baneling nest. Okay, that's kind of cool. Feels like a bit of a modern twist, as it were. And Hero looks like he wants to push out, but oh wow, he is way ahead of his opponent on supply. When did that happen? Wow, oops, disabling the sound. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go, it is re-enabled. And here we go. A lot of Mutalisks there. The +1 flyer attacks will finish pretty soon. And once that happens, Hero's going to be struggling a little bit. Blink is already on the way, so I guess he had an inkling that this is coming. Did he actually see the Spire? No, he didn't. He just knows, man. He's just getting Blink. Well, although that said, Blink is good for more than just taking out Mutas. And these Mutas do arrive to pick off the Void Rays. They will not be able to deny the space. And that's quite sad. Those Void Rays were heroes, man. Why would you send them on a suicide mission? Hero neglecting his heroes. Ugh. And here we go. Hero pushing out right as Blink is about to finish. And getting a fleet beacon behind this. So we're going to see a mothership pretty quick. And I don't know what the Zerg player can do about this now. Because that's a lot of stalkers. With Blink, they will be able to deal with Mutalisks very well. I'm sort of surprised that oh dear. Oh, he's lucky Blink was down. There we go. He does blink forward, picks off 1, maybe 2 meters, I'm not sure. Does get the Overseer, so no more observer sniping for the Zerg player. And I'm kind of surprised you're not trying to just swing around. Oh, there's photon cannons. Never mind. I was going to say I was surprised he wasn't swinging around to hit the main base. But instead, just kind of darting about, trying to deal with things. Hero doing another Warp Prism harass with Zealots as fantastic. Kills a decent number of drones. The Mutalisks do arrive to clean up everything. That Queen somehow surviving. And here looks like he wants to push forward. There are a whole bunch of Banelings there and so many Speedlings. Oh man, needs some force fields. There we go, they do land down. And how many sentries does he? Does he only have 1? He only has 1 sentry. That's kind of bad, because this much stuff, without force fields, what are you going to do, man? You're just going to get surrounded in bear mode. And here come the Banelings. Rolling on in. Hero with some decent blinking, but absolutely everything is getting cleaned up. Oh man, I feel like that was a bit of a blunder on Hero's part, not having those sentries. And a whole bunch of banelings here. Do they have upgrades? They only have one attack upgrade, so they're not. They're still terrifying, man. Screw it. I was gonna say they're not too terrifying, but dude, they're banelings. They roll into your face and then they explode. Look at them. They don't care. All they want to do is explode and kill as much stuff as possible while doing it. Hero, though, getting some good mileage out of these Phoenixes now. And, oh, very nice. You got the Phoenix range upgrade. I love seeing that. I love seeing unusual upgrade getting research. Oh, but Hero neglecting his Phoenixes for a little while. Zerg player does manage to surge forward and kill some of them. Hero starting to dart in and out once again, picking off Mutalisks where he can. And he's doing quite a bit of damage with this. Hopefully he lifts up some Banelings at a crucial moment. Hero does have 4 sentries out now. But the Zerg player is just going to go up to 3rd, I guess. Oh, here we go. Good force fields going down, sequestering off all those Banelings. But Hero's Michael with his Phoenix is suffering a little bit. They are getting cleaned up a bit. But it looks like he's managing to take out all the Mutalisks now. And Hero just continuing to drive back to this 4th, but there are a lot of Zerglings out now. But now Hero has a decent number of sentries. He's not going to make the same mistake twice. He has those force fields ready to go now. But for the moment, just choosing to pull back might be a good decision. Oh yeah, he wants to get another base, so he needs to defend the base while he gets it up. Me with my White Raw impersonation. I haven't seen much of White Raw lately. Like, I don't think I've seen him at any of the recent events. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I hope I get to see him again. He's one of my favorite players. He's so cool. But here we go. Looks like we got another big engagement coming in here. Hero engaging on in, and wow. Those Zerglings did nothing. I don't even... Okay, there's a bit of damage on that one zone. That's all they did. Wow, blinking forward, killing a whole bunch of Banelings. But it looks like Hero's Phoenix count has been cleaned out. Only has 2 left now, but he is getting Storm. So, oh, Banelings getting in, killing a lot of Stalkers. But I don't know if that was the most efficient trade for the Zerg player. He's morphing in more Banelings now. But, oh, getting some force fields down. And those Colossi kill Banelings so fast. Because Banelings, when you make a Baneling, it actually loses health compared to the Zergling it morphed in from. But here we go, lots of Zergling coming in. Force fields are not the best. Baneling's getting some good connections, but I think Hero is going to be able to take this, or will he? That's still a lot of mutas. The last Corruptor has fallen, but drones have been pulled to fight. Looks like Hero's going to be able to kill a lot of stuff before eventually losing these Stalkers. No, the Corruptors or the Stalkers are getting cleaned up. And, yep. But he killed a lot of stuff there. How many drones have been killed? 33. 58 unit kills. Man, I love watching Protoss versus Zerg. It's hilarious. Just the Swarm versus the super high-tech army where every unit costs like 8 supply. But not actually, but you know what I mean. But Hero does have Storm now, so that will help him quite a lot. And he has some pretty good Storm control. But looks like the Zerg player's gonna poop out some changelings, send them in, see what's up, but all they see are particle disruptors about to hit their face. Yes, there are particle disruptors. I'm slowly learning the names of all the different attacks. For example, the Corruptor has parasitic spores. Parasite spore. Ugh, you know what I mean. Basically the same thing. And I'm slowly learning the names of the attacks of all the units, because I feel this is... I guess it doesn't really matter, but I kind of like being able to just throw that out. I think the roaches is acid saliva or acidic saliva. Acid saliva. There we go. Yeah, I got this. Zerglings. They have claws. Claws. Where's the Zealot? I want to find a Zealot. Psyblades. Yeah. Archon, I think it's like Psionic Blast. Psionic Shockwave. There we go. Anyways, Zerg player looks like he's gonna not attack and say he's burrowing to regain health. He's going to swing on in here, try to deal some damage. Hero is getting another Warp Prism and moving it out immediately. I do think that will get spotted. Will it get spotted? Oh, yeah, there's like creep troopers right there. So he sees what's happening. Oh, nice blink in, picking off a bunch of air units. Very nicely done by Hero, and it looks like he's moved out of Colossi entirely. Yep, screw Colossi, man. Who needs them? But yeah, he's just transitioned to Stalker Archon with a bunch of High Templar for Storms. And all those corruptors that the Zerg opponent made are now completely redundant. They don't do anything. They could shoot this observer. And that's all they can do. And oh, nice storms going down, dealing a lot of damage to those roaches. But since they are on creep, they can micro out the storms a lot better. And GG. Okay. I guess that made sense. He was behind on supply a lot. What did he have in the production queue? Just 6 Zerglings. And... oh, that's why. Hero killed this base. Yeah, I think that's why. And his income was drying up. Okay. Huh. I didn't think it was over at that point, but, then again, I guess when you're behind by 70 supply against a Protoss opponent, what are you gonna do? Cool. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I have just one more replay with Hero, and once I'm done that, I am going to be casting the clan war between Samurai Faith and Dark Onyx. So, that should be pretty cool. See you guys in the next video.